Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us. We're here, we're live, and we're getting set. We've got some FC... Oh, just brought the mic a wee bit closer. We've got some FC BarcaLomond members action to get stuck into. We've got some lineup builders to get stuck into on this Wednesday evening. As I was kind of saying last week, I was maybe thinking, and we're just going to just do it and just see how it goes. Split the members' content up. So we're going to be doing 2 streams a week of sorts. One focused more on lineup building specifically, and then we'll get all the gallery review stuff together. And we've went through the reasons. We'll explain the reasons again later. There's a bunch of you joining us live. Fist bumps to everyone on arrival, of course. And fist bump to you if you're watching this after we've been live, of course. Thanks very much for joining us. And we've got Benny96 in the chat saying, let's get comfy, boys. And it is going to be one of those nights, it feels like, guys, because this game week coming up, we've all... Like, I've got a video that'll be coming out the next day or two, but I think we've had a good kind of initial wrestle with the divisions, multi-entry, yada yada. So... You know, the die's been cast for some of us. Some people have been winning. Some people haven't been winning. Some people have got boxes, money cards, everything in between. Nothing in between. So, it'll be good crack tonight for sure. Caught myself in the back of the neck there. So, yeah. Fist bump to everyone. I see Jay, I see Johnny, I see Shaforko or Shako. Good to see you. Ian McMillan, Charlie Dunbar, my man. Ian Sorare, Red or Dead as well. Thanks for all you guys joining us live as well. And part of the kind of little restructure we're having with the member section is we'll do the lineup builders just like a normal-ish stream, so people can jump in and watch along. But with a twist, if you want to be a member, if you want to get involved in the live chat, it's members only on this one. So I only want requests coming in for lineups that are for you know, the members that are here for it, if that makes sense. So yeah, I just don't want to get clogged up and confuse myself and all the rest of it later on. So. We normally open this stream with a kind of opening little salvo. I'll have a video out tomorrow kind of talking about, or actually the press conference thing went out earlier today. Some of you might have seen it already. Trying to have a bit of a giggle with it, but still make it, it's a funny tightrope I'm trying to walk with it. Any and all feedback is welcome, as ever. And yeah, I think I've kind of had my first salvo, my first kind of run at having a real look at the weekend and trying to be somewhat serious with who do I think is going to play, etc, etc. Now this is not the order I built them in, but I think it's a good order to run through on page. So these are like the least priority teams, but hey, some cool cards in all of them. I think Tate, I'm guessing he plays. He's not predicted to play. Guedes is on to start in a decent enough fixture, could be good for 80 is what I'm thinking. Robbo plays every game. When Liverpool are in this mode of the season, doesn't matter if it's midweeks and weekends, he plays every weekend, or every game, sorry. And a bad or whatever, you know, so nothing that exciting. And with the SRs, like, I thought this was the last super rare team that I built. And by the time I built this, and I have reshuffled things around, I must admit, after watching the Sorare Data game week preview, like an hour or two ago or whatever it was, I definitely kind of flipped my coin on McGinn and Christie, because I was looking at it again thinking, well, Villa are not going to... I just don't see Villa beating Arsenal. I just don't see it happening, sadly. Even with Arsenal having midweek, Villa have midweek as well, but theirs is on Thursday. Villa will rotate. They've done it all season, whatever, but I think ultimately Arsenal will win the game, and I just don't think that bodes well for Aston Villa SO5. Whereas when I was thinking about the whole Christie thing, I was like, it's Man United. I don't want to paint myself into a few different dimensions of bias on that card, So I ended up, after listening to those guys pumping up Bournemouth, I was like, fuck, do it. Christopher Ayer can do anything. He can score goals, he can get last man tackles, goal line clearances, he can get massive AA. He can do anything. He's at home to Sheffield. Should be a really great game for him in particular. As long as he's on to start, just need to double check that closer to the deadline. But otherwise, 240 super rare actually just about has me tempted to go back at the mid target, because when I was doing the maths on the previous version of this team, it was getting to like 390, 380 on what I think, if this happens and that happens, this is the scores it should deliver. And I was like, it's not that great. But I think since a couple of changes I've made, I brought Quinny in over in the series. I just think he has a wee bit more nailed to start. Or no, not more nailed to start, but he is individually more certain to play. And I think Quinny, like, away from home, he's busy. He loves slaying on his teammates. He could be double decisive and getting like 10 AA. No problem at all. Even 15 AA. He's got it in him. He takes some sets once in a while. Especially with no Pedro Neto. It's kind of there for him. So, and Christie, I think, ultimately will and does outscore McGinn this game week, because that's the sort of game I'm thinking. I hope Man United, he's on for getting I think 30 AA, 25 AA in a game like this. And because of the way he plays, he's always a dice roll for a decisive, whether it be a goal or an assist, because he does get into the final third. He loves to play a nice pass as well, and all the rest of it. So I fancy Christie, actually, if the individual odds makers do fancy Bournemouth to be quite efficient against Man United, and I thought, hey, lean into the bias. But then with that increase in potential, I think, by the way, should I go mid-score? So I'm not too sure. I'm going to continue to wrestle with that again. Feel free to let me know your thoughts and feelings, guys, on that. So they were the kind of the last teams about. In 240, I definitely do prioritise to an extent, if that makes sense. But such as the variety of options I've got and all the rest of it, it just felt like I was still ending up with really good cards picking at last, and wouldn't be to the detriment of that base, the low target. But it's just the idea of the mid target, because I have retired it from the club, so it's one of those ones. We get the full Celtic stack back into All-Star, which is cool. I'm probably not really going to mess about with that too much. Celtic's all over contender, as you might expect. And I played Hibbert midweek. He's actually kind of let me down a little bit. And I'm worried about maybe him at the weekend now, maybe just being a wee flash in the pan with that 90, but still had a wee bit of AA, like 5 or 6 or something in a game. So, hey-ho. Celtic and all the rest of it. The champion one is the real wrestle, do I go... initially I was going one of each. One classic, one money. But then when I was looking at both in-season and classic season, I had 2 teams in D2 potential. I thought, that's perfect. That's exactly what I want to, play. That's exactly what I want to try and do, is get double 2 teams out. And with the lineups I've got here, like Angelino for me is going to play on Sunday if Spinazzola plays on Thursday, which is great. And then that will allow me to get these 2 teams out. And I think Real Sociedad Reale at home to Almeria, great game there. Goretzka, Skorupski speak for themselves, whatever. So and again, I'd play them in Classic just as easily. And if I did play them in Classic, I could probably put Ayer in here over Angelino, and he maybe gets a little bit stronger or a little bit more certain. But again, Angelino could boss out with some set piece utility and whatever. So that's the main thing I'm still kind of struggling with or wrestling with. But I quite like the strength of these teams. Werner away from home, a lot of space to run into. Newcastle's defence, of course, is just like dropping dead. So could be good. And Saganikov playing right mid. Great AA, and then he just needs to get his decisive over the line. So high percentage cards with XP should hit big. Yeah, but that's what I think. Not all of them are that powerful in that regard yet, but they're all quite far down the road for it, I think that's the Celtic stuff you're maybe mentioning as well. But yeah, none of these guys are really pushing beyond the 30% when the scarcity bonus is added to it as well. So nothing terribly impressive in that way, but it's getting there for some of them. The longer they're here, the longer they'll go, because having that wee 4% kicker on, I've got so many red and white super rares, so many. There's a wee bit of blue and white here with the what do you call it, guys? But look at all that red and white there, right? All Stars is Celtic, so you won't see it there. And then here, there's so much red and white everywhere, even in the series, you know, like me, you know, everywhere, man. And I've got guys that still aren't making teams. It's a good giggle, all the rest of it. So yeah, I am still wrestling with a few demons, as it were, myself, coming into the weekend, particularly in terms of like my top line strategy. You know, like do I go double money and then hope one of them come in, or hope both of them come in, or you know, what's the play here? Because at the moment, how many entries are there? 31. Let's just say it's probably going to treble, right? But let's just say that's probably the serious ones, right? They've built their team by now. And I know that's not an exact science, right? But let's just put that in our head for a moment. 14 cards out of 31, like, seriously competitive teams. Could I have 2 that could get into the top 50%, essentially? Give or take, you know. Now, I kind of done that last week and got promoted without anything, which was a kick in the balls. But, yeah, so that, I don't know, I kind of fancy that. But the Classic, the problem I've got with Classic, right, is just imagine you get no boxes. Like, imagine both teams go out there and they do finish, like, in the top 20 in this division, and in the money division that they've been top 10 or top, just even in the money, you know. And then you get 6 boxes and they're all power-ups. You know, that's what I'm kind of worried about, is this is like a kind of, it's a feast or famine situation. Because again, even these tier 4s, tier 3s, that's like 4th to 6th. It's not that great, you know. It's actually a pretty, you know, both sides of the coin, I think, are actually pretty naff, like really naff. But that's a conversation for another day. Video already recorded and will be out, blah, blah, blah. We'll talk all about that in a different time. But yeah, we've been live and kicking for about 10, 11 minutes or so. So there should be enough of these here. We can get some lineups built and we can get stuck into all that good stuff. Because this is the FC BarcaLomond Sorare Club. It's the member stream for us. For everyone who's got their season ticket, which is £1 a month on YouTube memberships, you can get that by clicking on the link that's in the pinned comment of the live chat. Or in the description of the video, there should be a little join button underneath the video as well. YouTube want you to get your season ticket. It's only £1 a month, 25p a week. We also have a foundation membership, like every great club. FC BarcaLomond also has a foundation, and that's all about extra connection with the community. And we've got a Telegram group. We do some giveaways. We've actually got a giveaway we could maybe even set up for tomorrow's stream, which will be a gallery review. So what we normally used to do is we would just sit here once a week for like 2 hours, hour and a half, hour, depending on how much stuff came in and what was going on. We would just do everything and anything that the live chat were after. But now, like, the gallery review stuff is brilliant. And, you know, we're going into the marketplace and we're really identifying cards that people should be buying and selling out their gallery, which is great. But that can take a lot of time. And sometimes lineups, you know, like sometimes they're quite easy. Sometimes people only ask for 1 or 2 or whatever. But when it all gets mishmashed together, maybe something like the replay value, if you're going to come back and watch the content later, it's a wee bit all over the place or whatever. Maybe you're not interested in the lineups. Maybe it's the galleries you're interested in. Or maybe it's the lineups you're interested in, so you might hear some thoughts and opinions, or even just some news on player availability, whatever it might be that comes out of it. So I think by separating them, you know, everyone can get a little bit more bang for buck out of the member section we've got here. So we'll do the lineup builder like this. So it'll be like a public broadcast, as it were. But the live chat is members only. So you need to get your season ticket to get comfy, get into the live chat. And, you know, even if you want to request or not, you can even just come in there and chat and get stuck into all the good stuff as per usual. And on the gallery review stream, it will just be like normal members. We'll sit open like this for 10 minutes and then we'll jump in members only. So it'll be like members only broadcast, as it were. Because I think it's, you know, I like that kind of privacy of being in the member section when we're talking about cards that people own and they should be doing things with and what competitions we're looking at and all the rest of it. I just think it's much more fun for me. I can be a bit more like just straight with the things I see, and I don't want that to change. So for £1 a month, 2 streams a week. Get it while it lasts. Did they say that? Oh no. Oh no. Get it while it lasts is all I'll say, guys. So yeah, as soon as you become a member, you can watch all the member stuff that's ever been done. So tons of bang for buck. As soon as you become a member. And Benny's asking about Calmac been back in the starting 11. I think probably like at home at St Mirren, he can just come in very easily for Iwata. And like, you know, it'll help us steamroll teams better because we don't really need Iwata for non-Rangers, non-European outfits, I think, because that defensive shield, don't get me wrong, it's been great when we've not got full availability in other areas, because, you know, in those couple of games he's had, he's shown he's had the ability to, steady the ship and all the rest of it. But, in a game that we're hoping to score over 3 goals in, just sliding McGregor in there alongside Hatate and O'Reilly is probably just going to happen, unfortunately, for Iwata. So, yeah. But use some reward snipes of in-season J-League. Got some tasty lineups ready for the weekend. Can't wait. JayC, love to hear it. So is that a request? Will I get you up and going first, Jay? We've got Shafarko. I have no clue what to prioritise this game week. Throw an eye and tell me what to go for. No problem. Let's have a look at that. Shafarko. Right, so let's see. What to prioritise? That's kind of what I was just in a roundabout way just kind of talking about, I guess. Let's see. We're probably looking at rares, I'm going to guess. Let's just open up All-Star and we'll see everything that's lying out there. So a lot of guys, a lot of keepers, which is good. So yeah, we've got the ability for 3 champs and 3 Croatia Celtic contenders, and then you've got a Lyson. Oh, you got Kavlina there as well from the 23. So yeah, it's quite a lot going on here. I think with the champion cards, they kind of, it's whether you go All-Star, in-season, out-season. Yeah, I suppose it's part of the thing as well to wrestle with here. So I think, how many of these cards? Let's have a look at champ in-season. So at the rare level, I'm going to be playing Classic this weekend just because I don't want to buy an in-season card. I was kind of close to it, I'm not going to lie, but I'm not going to. Martinez against Arsenal. Now, the only thing, see if he doesn't concede 3, he's going to score brilliant. He might even get a last man tackle or something like that. He could get 5 sweeper keepers and he could make 4. This could be a great game, but the 3 goals conceded can just take the feet from under him. So I really do worry for him in that sense. Hradecki, I think, is a very safe pick this game week. Bremen will get some shots away. You'll get some AA from it. If you can get that clean sheet over the line, it should be party season for Leverkusen. And Leno away, it's in London, so to West Ham. So again, you know what you get with Leno every week. So I think you've quite clearly got a 1-2-3 situation here with the goalkeepers. In defence, again, VVD is a every game week player for Liverpool. Gab Mag is in that space at the moment as well. Zinchenko, I'm only hearing good things about from the Bayern game. I watched Man City personally. And again, Juranovic, that's an interesting one. That could be a differential and a half. No two ways about it. And then a lot of Villa Arsenal here. So defence choices are rather limited. When Chape's on to play, he and Van Dijk, again, I think your top 3. Zinchenko, how did he actually score in the Bayern game for the plaudits he seems to be getting? Not that great. Oh, he only came on as a sub, so a wee bit of a handicap on his score. What would that have been? 47? Which is not too bad, I guess, but... sorry. Yeah, 47. But yeah, not that great. I think Gab Mag's a wee bit more the man. Shah could be busy enough to score some points. Anthony Robinson, we've seen him be mad PK. He could be a guy, again, the West Ham fixture could be good for a guy like him. Balls into the box and stuff. So defence is let's say it's, there's a conversation to be had across a few, but you have options, undoubtedly. Going away to Mallorca, who have just had the defeat on the Copa del Rey final. Their season's kind of doomed now. There's nothing else going on for them. Real Madrid need the points, of course, to keep controlling La Liga. There's a bit of rumours of rotation and whatever. That probably benefits Modric. So he's probably on for a good Modric game, like a wee pitch like that in Mallorca. He'll probably get the thick end of 70, 80 minutes. And he'll be the man. He'll get all the plaudits. He'll be the talk of Twitter, whatever day that game is. Xavi Simons picks himself, but all day, every day. Gross against Burnley, but it could be OP. Son against Newcastle. Picks itself a bit, doesn't it? Salah, Palace. Again, Salah, let's see how the game goes tonight before we kind of look at Salah. Kvaratskhelia, Napoli don't have midweek, don't they? Frosinone should be a game that they do win, it should be. So it could be a good game for him. Again, Villa, I would just kind of want to avoid. The forwards are kind of immune to the fixture, but if you know who's going to play, like Watkins, for example, if you just fancy Watkins to score, it doesn't matter what this Arsenal is playing against, really, does it? Son's probably the most likely to be double decisive, which is what I'm trying to weigh up and splitting Krava against somebody else, because that's the sort of game you could get old vintage he's getting a wee bit there, you know. He's getting a wee bit there. The AA is back up there above the 15 level. And if he can just get the decisive, boom. And that's the sort of player you want. You know, doesn't even need to be double decisive. In fact, looking at the form currently. So actually really like his appeal as a forward. Son, let's have a quick gander at him. Does he look terribly different? I know it may not be that, yeah, it's not quite as AA heavy, but the decisives do come, undoubtedly, but we do have that international there, so let's slide that out. There we go, that looks better. So yeah, I just think Cravadonna, especially at Frosinone, that's a team he's going to get the AA against. It's undoubted. He's going to be put on the ball, and he'll be going one-on-one with people. I think that's a wee bit the form, I guess that's probably the lack of decisives that holds him back, I suppose, but I think he's a fantastic pick. Your fifth man, again, Gross is probably the pure stat bomb guy, isn't he? Away to Burnley, you know, it should just be the perfect, that should be his best game of the season, maybe. Team that like to play a bit of football, you know, and he'll need to intercept some stuff and, you know, win some duels on the ground. But the better, you know, they're the better team. They should be attacking. They should get corners. They should be delivering the ball in frequently. Like, clear it for another corner, you know, and they clear it for another corner, you know. One of those ones. So you've got a quality in-season team there. It says 60 the now, obviously, so we've not filled in the fifth man. It's because of defence, like, again, I'd maybe just want to see a wee bit of Van Dijk because I suppose it is at Anfield. He should be impervious. How's Nchappie been kicking? Chappie's got, wow, Chappie's got AA. Away from home is a little bit different, I think, against Union Berlin, against Cologne as well. At home at Bayern. What's a nice comp match for this? Maybe Bochum. I don't know if it'll be 4-0, but, you know, 26 AA isn't too shabby if that's all he brought. You're maybe not going to get a Werder Bremen last time, a 31 AA, that is, away from home. Obviously, he's got the assist there to really peak out the score. That's a nice omen. It's an omen. Sorry. VVD. By the way, Chef U is the sort of game, again, I don't know if you're going to... It's going to be one-on-one with Mateta quite a lot, isn't he? So... He could double this game. Interesting. Yeah, the defence is very... It really is a personal preference thing, I think, who you think. I think Nchappie maybe just ticks the boxes. Well, I don't know, will they play Thursday night? I don't know if I'm too sensitive to that. Gab Mag at home. Again, he is like the weapon, isn't he, in attack? For them, I was reading something yesterday, the day before, like how he's like still the main guy at corners. Like, look at that, 88 against Luton, 21 from centre back. And if an attack, wow, surprising. 60 accurate passes. Wow, not even a double. Interesting. I love a bit of Gab Mag. He's normally a bit of a double merchant, but no, wow, no interceptions, 3 duels, 1 tackle. 1 shot on target, 2 BCMs. Ooh. So yeah, he loves a goal, and he loves a bit of AA. He's kind of like a wee cheat codey striker type, the way Arsenal play him at corners. Are Villa weak at corners is maybe the main question there. I'm not considered this local guy, which might be criminal. Because, yeah, he's not much the safer, is he? Home to Marseille, 40, wow. Nice indicator. I think if I was you, mate, I think there's no problem going in season with a team like this. I think you've got good credit. What's your top division, Shaforko? Now I'm watching your team. I'll just go under 23. Labrovic. Kravashvili. Must see for 5th. Probably Loco is 5th and still good for champ. Oh, okay, you're talking about like the Celtic versus Croatia teams or whatever. Fair enough, mate. I get that. I think Krav is the man. I think you could so I was going to go look at. I was going to have a wee cheeky. What division is it exactly? Because that maybe I guess does play a part, doesn't it? I've got to imagine it's something like a D2. That's classic. Don't look at that. In season D2 view pool. Top 100. Where does it get exciting? Top 10. You've got top 10 potential, I think, with Kravachvili, Gross, and Javi Simons, that's like top 10 potential all day, every day, you know. Hradecky needs to do his job for that to happen, and you need to get the right defender. But I know if you want to go under 23, I get that too. But I really do think like all these guys can deliver 20 AA and get their decisive. You know, you could have even Hradecky. I'm not sure if Werder Bremen will give Hradecky enough for 20 AA, but he could get to like Hradecky likes a score. You know, he's not shy of a high score clean sheet when he does bring them in. You know, a 75, a 74. You know, he's got that in him. A 70, even a 70. You know, give me that. 72. That kind of game. He can do it. It's just that defender. But yeah, Shaforko, that's where I'm at. D1 and everything. Check you out. Check you out, buddy. D1. It's still a top 10 rated team. $200. But not much room for error. Like, I don't know, how many entries do we have here? Oh, we don't see it. And I can't see it because I've not got a D. Oh, no, we can. No, that's D2. I can't see it. Don Felice, fist bump, good to see you. So yeah, Shaforko. I would go with the end season. Ian McMillan, let's get comfy. Evening, guys. We're running this till the UCL. Yeah, I'll be watching Champions League before I finish up tonight. Games were quality last night. They definitely were, mate. Honestly, I only could watch one screen on Champions League just because of the way my screens are rigged up. But I watched City Real Madrid, and it was so weird. I went through little spells of being boring AF, and then it was all action. It was like the Glasgow Derby at the weekend. It was just like quick fire, couple of goals, like, you know, and all the rest of it. Couldn't pick again, kept switching and missed all the goals. That's funny. I stuck all the photos in the chat last night, but would be interested to see how you'd build mine for the weekend, mate, if you get the chance. Yeah, JayC, let's do it. You were kind of first-ish, sort of. We've done Shaforko. Is it? I'm guessing the balance we're trying. Yes, you've got some rewards. You're saying so. It's the in-season element. So we've got Joe Hart, Yehonatan, got 2 keepers, and we've got 3 out of season. So I think that kind of solves itself in terms of what you can play. I don't know if you're planning on doing Osako U23, but you know, I think there's a lot of value in dominating the region that you're living in. And I think now, like, I think, like, you're definitely looking at 2. Hitano is away to 16th. 31% chance of a clean sheet. I do fancy Joe Hart just to do his job this weekend, to be honest with you. So I'd probably go with Joe. That makes him the out-of-season card right away, doesn't it? Oh, no, it doesn't need to. I was thinking that when I was looking at your screen. So, yeah, that's cool. We've got Sho Sasaki, 2nd versus 13th, AAA rated. I think he's your man in defence, isn't he? We don't have him in season. We do have the man Shoitani. I think those guys seem a bit more fun. 50% chance of a clean sheet away to 13. 53% chance to win. I think I fancy that defence situation. Does that mean I pull a Sacco over? Ooh. What does a Sacco's scores look like? I know what Joe Hart's look like too well, unfortunately. Let's see, away from home. What do they look like? 18 against Thistle. 16 Sapporo. But the clean sheet, no, not necessarily. Togan, yeah, so it could just be a wee 61, a wee 60. It could be a game like that. Oh, wow. Last man tackle or something, a goal line clearance. Saved his bacon there. Quite hard to read. I would back the in-season Joe for sure to start with. I think I would keep that separate because I think Joe Hart, like, is also his last run of his career. He's at home. This is like he's overdue a bloody clean sheet or 2. He's definitely going to get it before he retires. Sho Sasaki could be the pick, but as the out of season between 2 lineups, so it'd be stupid to ignore him at this point. Same. Oh no, we can't. Do we have an in-season O'Reilly? We don't. So we've got in-season J League guys. We've got Rio. Let's see what the J League guys are. So we've got Wakazaka, 15th versus 3rd. L5 of 59, but has he still been banging? It's not been phenomenal. He's been, he still works, doesn't he? But Hibs Motherwell could be it's going to be a good game for one of these guys, isn't it? Newell or Spittle. Interesting. Matsuki, 50% chance on. I know he's the star of that team. Against Tokyo Verde, you're kind of after whoever starts in this in season. I think I do fancy somebody like Spittle, but Key is playing first. I just hate some of these top of the table K-League games. You never know how they're going to go in my experience. I don't think Itati is going to be overlooked in this team either, because I do think he's good for a 75 in this match. So we'll put Itati in as mid and we'll revisit the secondary option in a minute. Mitsuta, not in season. Kun in season, but could be sneaky. I don't know if has he done enough to keep his place. Probably. I think it's more maybe Yang has not done enough to displace him. And then I think, yeah, we want to get maybe take that Shoitani defender pairing or Spittle at home. Yeah, not many chance of a lot of goals in this game, they suspect. I think Spittle's just that wee bit more attack-based, that it's about chance creation, etc. So, actually... Blair Spittle, the myth is more than the man. And no, since playing Rangers and then St Johnstone, 2 bad games in a row. But could consistently look at getting above 20 AA. So I think 0 20 AA is a base. Like, doesn't really get the decisive to make that highly effective. You need break 70 here. Is there anyone sneaky that we're ignoring? Kashif Banganad. L5 of 68. Jumping Jimmies. Wow. Wow. Decisive, capable guy. Wow. Yeah. Kashif, sign me up. Boom. 66. That's a bit brutal. That guy is 100 capable. Like, flat out. Let's look at this guy, Sho Sasaki, again. I know everyone goats him. He's bro. But that guy makes me want to drop him for him and then make this team, whereas this guy Kashif, I probably just jinxed the hell out of him now by dropping Sasaki for him out of this primary lineup, but there we go. Kashif. Hitati in midfield for your 70 odd, I think he's probably the best guy you've got here for 70, except for O'Reilly. So if we put Kashif in there, we can put O'Reilly there. Kun in season is probably remaining as the best forward option. Which, how happy are we about that? Would we rather Mitsuta and we kept Hitati there? No, because this Kashif guy is 100 capable. O'Reilly is 100 capable. An attack, I'm not too sure Kun gives you that, but he does not certain to start. These other guys are not better than Kun on the face of it. So yeah, Kun's maybe a wee bit suboptimal, but he's got like 10 AA in his locker, and if he gets that decisive, then it's job done. Really, a 70-point striker. So then you need a final in season. We could look at that Shoitani guy. We could still look at Hitati. I think about making back to Hitati. Let's see. This guy, he can bang. Again, just not super 70 plussy. So I think I would go with Hitati. Scales could get to the 70 plus, maybe. But I think Hitati, although he only played probably 60 minutes, 70 minutes, I think it's a game he could get double decisive in the first half. Something crazy, you know. It's one of those games. Captain O'Reilly. That feels like a great team to me. But maybe it could be improved on, but I think getting O'Reilly in there does something for you. I think Ida might start. Yeah, I can see it too, man. I can see it too. So I'd probably go with that as team 1 in season, and then we would build the second team in season because contender. There we go. Boom. So goalkeeper wise, we're kind of, I think we paint ourselves in straight away with the Hitano, and we'll take the Sasaki. Is it out of season guy? Because I think, or maybe Scales in season might be a thought. Scales in season's probably, so I do think he's just get more potential than that Sasaki guy. Scales will be on the ball a lot. He should get some interceptions. He'll be involved in duels and stuff. He could get triple. It's the sort of game that feeds him, you know. As long as there's no errors led to goals or red cards or crazy stuff like that. I fancy McGregor to start, but, you know, I don't think he's like, oh, get him into your midfield. It's maybe that's Wakazaka, but 15 versus 3rd is just not good. But that could be good for him. Araki. What's he looking like these days? Ooh, he's playing up front. That's fun. That is fun. If he's up front, yeah. Let's take Araki in season. No problem. In attack, then we've got the out of season potential to play Mitsuta, which is also a great game. AA rated. Do we have any in-season definites? No, so I think we take Mitsuta here. Or Shankland. I'm going to go Mitsuta. So I just think is he as good as I'm thinking he is? Yeah, he gets some AA to boot as well. So like that game there, man. Yeah, he is like capable of spiking. Yep, there we go. Boom. That's the sort of game we're after from him. A 90 odd. Bring it on. And then, like, this is powerful, man. And we've got one, so we need to keep it in season now. So we've got that Shoitani guy who's solid for like a high score. As we've seen, we've got Spittle, Wakazaka, Nul, Roman Thomas, 7th versus 5th. I don't think that's going to break into the second best team here. Needs to be in season. Yeah, it's not, unless I'm overlooking somebody. Shoitani comes in here like quite safely, I think. I don't think there's any problems playing him. Do we have someone that's got a bit more bang in them? It's just while I'm trying to double check here. We're not missing another Kashif or whatever that last guy's name was. Great finds, by the way. I think some of these guys, I don't know what order a lot of these have been picked up in, obviously, but it's definitely a lot more variety across teams now. Also, nice fixtures come at a good time for you, I think. I think Spittle probably needs to be decisive for Motherwell to get something out of that game. Well, because this Shoitani guy, again, away from home. Is that his better games, like the 90s and stuff? Not really. It's quite good, but for like the 27, 20, 22, 37. It's quite good for like that level of AA, 25, 25. You know, so he is rather reliable for that 60 odd. And he's in season, you know. Wakazaka. One more peek at him. Yeah, less so. And Spittle, I say he's a wee bit out of form, but he's got that big game potential in him. And I don't think you want to leave that out, do you? Yeah, I think I'll be bringing Spittle. I think captain, I would let you pick that. But I think that's two strong in-season teams. And then I think your out-of-season ones, your classic, probably pick themselves thereafter. But you've got 3 of them, so we'll smash them out. We've got a Hart and a Sacco and a Langerak. I think a Sacco is probably going to reign in top dog in this one. With Sasaki. Ooh, midfield is a bit light in punching power. Iwata and McGregor are going to share minutes, probably, so that's not really going to cut it. This guy, Kato, doesn't. I think it probably needs to be, you get the Nul on at about 60. It's probably what needs to happen here. Ki Sung Young, kind of form is here. Can we rely on Ki? He is good for his AA. He is a big game player. They are at home. Oh, I'm getting trapped into it. I'm gonna. At home, he is the man. Yeah, at home, he is the man. Right, cool. Ki Sung Young, evergreen. He can slide in there, no problem. An attack, Shankland and Maeda are the 2 picks here for safety and for score. I think Shankland's got the track record, especially at home to Livy. You smash him in there. And then, is it Vickers? Oh, maybe a Celtic fullback could be phenomenal, by the way, is the 5th man. Very peaky players. I think Alistair Johnson has been getting a lot of plaudits. Has been getting forward more. Greg Taylor can be effective in these games. And with Hatate back in the picture, I'm kind of looking forward to that this weekend. From a Taylor card perspective. Interesting. I'm probably going to go with Alistair Johnson, just of recent, a bit of recency bias, but in a positive way, like recent form. I think he's been improving and showing his mettle, and that penalty, he'll want to rectify that kind of thing, you know, even though it's not really that thing, you know, big of a deal he gave it away or anything for us. Again, I'll let you pick captains. I'm not putting that on me. Contender, where are we? Classic Team 2. Again, choices are getting rather slim. Now, I think Hart goes over Langerak these days. Even though playing that Iwata, that could be the best game for Langerak he's maybe had in recent form. I'm going to take Taylor because he's just way more spiky than Vickers and that Shoitani guy. Shonagake, I know he's used to be a guy, but doesn't seem to be starting. Yeah, so this level of midfield needs to be Newell, I think. Or if we know McGregor's starting, I think we put McGregor in. I think he plays, doesn't he? Then we're probably going Maeda. And then you just probably round us out with Vickers, don't you? It's Team 2 and Captain Taylor on this. And then Team 3 should be pretty straightforward. And you can kind of see your depth is kind of running out a little bit midfield around Team 4, isn't it? Defense is rather fine. Goalkeepers are fine. The attack is maybe just getting a tad slender just because Kyogo, Ida, that's a wee bit questionable. Form's not been perfect, but numbers are there, you know, and the basic people are there. Oh, is that a Tate defender card? Oh, what? What? How did I miss that? Where does that go? Tate defender card. Classic as well. Doesn't go in over the Mitsuta. Doesn't go in over the O'Reilly. But it goes into this team here over Alistair Johnson all day. That's where it goes. Rio defender. Because if we get that... The thing with the Rio defender card that I love is that he will get subbed off on 65 minutes. And if we're winning 2-0... Brilliant. Especially if he's got 2 decisives or something. He can just go sit on the bench for that clean sheet and keep it to himself. So, love the hit. I probably would. I'm not going to say anything. But, yeah, great. I think that enhances that team immensely. And I do not welcome coming up against it this weekend. Hey ho, that's what we do here. I hope I saved that. Right, okay, Langerak. We should have Alistair Johnson to call upon. We do. I probably am going to take Alistair Johnson here over the other guy, whoever we had. The midfield is still a problem. I think Joe Newell is the guy, but I say fine. He's been doing about 20 odd to AA, so in theory it works. I want to play Kyogo, but I'm with you. It's going to be Kyogo or Ida. Now, so the question becomes, I think in this situation, is you either just move away from them and get Elbert. I don't know why he's only 67%. 3 projections. Maybe somebody just at it, isn't it? Has he been playing? He probably picks himself. Ooh, 2 DNPs in a row. Is he coming back? What's the scoop? If you've not got him, ouch. If you've got him, brilliant. Diego Oliveira, 50% on. Yeah, a couple of DNPs. He's a wee bit sketchy. So yeah, Martin Boyle's maybe your safe pick, 75% on. But I think you take one of these guys and you just accept however many minutes they get. And then guy number 5, Shoitani. Kingsley? Is that a good game for Kingsley? How's he been scoring these days? Decent enough. AA can be there. How is he at Tynecastle? Yeah, it's definitely better than he's not. Wow. Yeah, I think we take Kingsley. It's the 5th man there. And he's maybe your captain. 'Cause against Livingston, he's going to get a lot of potential. Wow, he could be good. So yeah, mate, I quite like your 5 teams here. Lineup strength indicators are pretty good, I think, from the looks of it. That's the way I would go. Elbert had a knock, but should make it. Okay, fine. You can maybe rotate that around, but I'm with you there. Okay, cool. Where are we at? So, lineup builders, where you can, please. Johnny TH, that'll be Bhoysin. Good moves, Jay, by the way, as well. I feel like all these teams are mad competitive, you know. The unfortunate thing is just Blair Spittle hasn't been, like, he's had a pure hot patch, and it's maybe not in the L5, but he's got it in his makeup. So that's the only thing. And Newell, as I say, it's just against Motherwell, is he had a wee bit of a bump in the road, lost a bit of his touch, you know, his bit of his form. And some of the Celtic guys, you know, aren't going to get 90 minutes, but huge scores all around. 75 plus guys. A lot of these guys are 100 capable. And I think a lot more of them should be rated a bit higher. Got a lot of windows to close, sorry. Sorry, guys. And then we've got Bhoysin up next, which is cool. Awesome. Bhoysin, let's see. Lineup builders where you can, please. Let's have a peek. What are we rocking with? Bhoysin. All-Star Unlimited. Cool. Let's have a look at All-Star Rare real quickly, just to make sure I'm not overlooking anything. Eskandel. Hubert. Gerbich. Christoph. And the limiteds, we've got Schlager. Oh yeah, we've got way more fun in it. I think limiteds is probably your big quandaries, isn't it? Yeah. These will be the competitive teams. Okay. I think, what was the people who were dissatisfied with the Premier League, is it? The can't remember what way around it was now. So let's kind of try and maximise the better one. I think it is a champion. I don't have a Premier League entry, do I? So I don't see it. Let's try the Premier League. Yeah. We've got Flecken, we've got Sa. Flecken at Chef U, bring it on. Ben White, Kilman. So we need 4 in seasons here, don't we? Again, same as Rare. Branthwaite playing Chelsea. Could be a shop window game for him. So I quite like that. A lot of these other guys down here are not on to play, sadly. Tosin Adebayo is in the shop window as well, but I don't fancy him to have a good SO5 match there with West Ham. I really like Chris Ayer, but do we want to use him as your out of season? So I think I'm probably going to take Branthwaite. In midfield, Andy P. Ryan Christie. I could drop a couple of layers of personal bias on you here with the old Christie. And I do want to try and avoid that, but I don't think Janelt's any better. And Andy P. He's not much better than Christie, is he? Really? But Christie's can smash. Good bit of AA, even in a tighter game. Tough one. I think he's just, because of the fact he does take set pieces and stuff, he's just way more likely to 60 out for you on something like a corner or a set piece. An attack, wow, really no options here. So I think that does kind of... Wang might be in the squad and come off the bench, but yeah, you don't really have any attack options here for Prem, so I think it has to be Champ, doesn't it? Champ in season. We may have some more options, but we've got Flecken and goals again. Do we take Branthwaite in defence, or do we have someone better or different? Not really. Don't think hear all those people outside. But there we go. And then yeah, do we still need to stick with Andy P, or do we have Sunset? After winning the cup, they should be buzzing. Yangel Herrera should be back in the squad, but not a great game, it must be said. Doesn't really increase our options too much, but they are there. For now's Grealish. Grealish is actually maybe a shout. Centre back. What? What? Grealish. Did he go to Ajax? He did. Grealish is playing centre back. What is going on here? And he gets assists. What is this guy's deal? Interesting. He's not on sets. Yeah, it's just a midfielder, isn't he? Just bombs on. Is that what's happening with him? Is he just bombing from defence and overlapping and overloading? That's incredible if that is, by the way. I need to watch out for that. Who are Hoffenheim playing this weekend? Is that something I could watch? Mine's definitely going to consider it, I'll tell you that for nothing. Bring it on. It's an Ajax card you've got as well, that's funny. Out of season, but he's not got the spike yet, but he has the AA. It's not actually a great match on paper, even though I think that is a game they should do well in. West Ham have midweek football. They're playing Leverkusen. I think that I'll use that as a deciding factor to remain with Andy Pereira here. Charlie decided to use all my level ups on my Newcastle stack, hoping it can bump me up a place or two at the weekend. Yeah, man, me too. I did all my. I hope it does push you up some places, mate. Fist bump on that. It's a great move. I put my level ups that I got from like the first weekend on like a bunch of cards. You maybe remember from the video, and then like WAS and stuff like that. And I've ended up trading some of them out, so I've not used mine terribly wisely as of yet. I did try and look for guys that are close to leveling up and stuff, and all the rest of it, but yeah. So in attack, I do like. Who did I like the look of? Actually, nobody. I think it's good we've kept the out of season one here. I just don't think any of the games. Kuami. Oh, Kuami could be good. He's sneaky down here. He's back in the team and stuff. But they play Thursday night away in Serbia. So. Or. Who's it they're playing? Is it Bhoysin actually? Where are Bhoysin from again? Is it Slovakia? No. Bhoysin. Totally drawing a blank here. Where Bhoysin are from? Is this one of those central countries like Slovakia, Slovenia? It's not Hungary. I don't think it's Poland. Bhoysin. Victoria Bhoysin. Are they Poland? Oh, I'm tripping. Normally I know this stuff quite well. I've just totally drawn a blank. But anyway, that's by the by. But Ferran Torres should be. He is back in town. I don't think he could make it into Team 1, but from the bench. I think we like the look of Kwame, but that's a rare. It's a bit spicy playing that down here. Probably got use for that elsewhere. So Deferel, Aitor Ruibal. Wow, forward options are very, very light in Champion. Do we maybe even... Can we slide away? Do we maybe slide away from this? Rioja playing Granada's probably one of his better games, actually. We use him as the out of season just to get that 60 plus from the striker position. And then we really need to bring it home with the last one. Janelle, I should do alright, I suppose. Suchek, Garner, Christie, Semedo. I don't think Semedo actually scores as well as he plays, sadly. Oh, do you know, man? He had a decisive in here somewhere, and I think it got taken away from him somehow. That's a rather unfortunate. He can get the AA, and he does get into the final third. I can't believe the lack of decisive here. One might say it's due. What's away like? 36.3. 39 overall, 42 at home. So yeah, at home, normally if they've got a bit more possession, they can get a bit higher up the pitch. That's maybe where the AA comes from. But away from home, it's not been too shabby either. 13s and 15s are on the menu. Yeah, like that Arsenal game. This is what you're hoping for. 4-2. Conceding 2 goals there. Conceding 3 goals here. Conceding 3 goals here. Yeah, man. Like, Semedo is a wee bit suppressed. Or do we take him as a fifth man? Mikel Merino's the 5th man. Sorry. Just oh, he's out of season. Damn it. Oh, damn it. I thought that was an easy. Oh, snipe. I'm such an idiot. How did I not see him? Out of season. Sunset. Ooh. Let's see Sunset at home. I'm a big fan of Sunset. He's double capable. He's decisive capable. 10 plus AA is on the menu. That run of home fixtures I've had, man. Jumping Jimmy's, by the way. That can't be right, is it? Oh, I filtered it. Such a tool. Oh, yeah. Sunset's no bad. Yeah, I think Sunset's the man to go for on the in-season front. At home, they've just won the cup. Party time in Bilbao. San Mams will be rocking. San Mames or San Mams, I'm not sure how they say it there. And again, you can pick the captain. So I think that's just about how I would get your champion cards allocated. It is kind of slim pickings there on out after that. So maybe we're just going to keep them, the better ones that you have remaining for like All-Star and caps and such. Let's have a quick look at regions. So contender, we'll hit on in season. Goalkeeper. Who do we have? We have got Schlager. Got Clark in season. Unsane in season. Nice. Unsane in the membrane. Kastenmeier. This is actually a rather musical stream today, isn't it? Better watch how much of that I do, otherwise we'll get in trouble. But okay, cool. So Schlager first versus fourth. That's post split. Actually, I think Xander Clark is the pick, and he's in season, isn't he? At home at Livy. Maybe Livy do get a shot or two. He should get a clean 60, which is kind of first protocol. Just get that first and foremost, and we'll take it from there. Ooh, defense, but options minimum. What do we have in midfield to compensate for that? We need some clear... Oh no, no one else is like Clark level. So... yeah, very slim pickings on in-season contenders. I think that's classic. It kind of picks itself. Let's have a quick peek at Challenger. Is that much different? It's classics again. Okay, cool. Let's build the classics. Let's build a classic or two. Let's get the top. I think you can get two. I don't know about this guy. Is he proper good? Wow, 31 AA. You can save some shots. No two ways about that. They're not good for clean sheets, but... so yeah, top two teams, I think you'll have good strength here for goalkeeper. Defense. Is Obermeier on for... Is he a form guy? What's his script? He's a peak master. That's what he is. AA through the roof, and then if he gets that decisive. At home at Karlsruhe could be one of those games for him. Keep our eyes on him for sure. But I think the Celtic guys, I say, I'm going to go Johnson over Taylor. I think for the most part. Didn't see any sneaky tatty defenders in there, I don't think. Fadringer, I think we've looked at before. Third versus sixth should be a good game for him, you would think. Higashi, Kuhn midfielder. Solid AA as a striker. No decisives, but it's been his problem. And playing Austria Lustenu should be a game for him. Like, it's the game for everyone. Especially if he's up front. Jesus, man. It's now or never for him. Daisa Maeda is probably the #1 pick here. Yeah. Nailed on to play. Can get a little bit of AA as long as he gets that decisive over the line. And then fifth man. I'll catch up on the chat as well, guys. Sorry. So, no, I've not checked it in a wee minute. Higashi. Kuhn's not bad for 70 plus from midfield, certainly, as well. And again, if he gets a wee bit, well, not necessarily the clean sheet bonus, but if he doesn't concede any goals before he gets subbed off, then it's a nice thing to walk off the pitch with. Ooh, hiya, who are you? Maikuma. Nice, by the way. Mickey Yaman vibes. Mickey Yaman vibes here. Oh yeah, right back for Japan. How old is this guy? 26. Mickey Yaman vibes here. Maikuma. I don't mind slashing him in there. Bang. Wee bit of differentiation away from Celtic. Do you just take the Taylor? And we're just playing Fadringer over. I suppose you don't have like an O'Reilly or a Rio. Yeah, I probably would do that. I probably would go double full back here, get the Fadringer in, the better goalkeeper in. And yeah, that's probably the way I would rock team #1. And then team number 2, Contender Classic. You're going to have your Schlager. Still got another Fadringer, which is very useful in midfield. Oh, Zidane's going to be a very good team number 3, in fact, as well, for goalkeeper. Just seen that now. We've got the Vickers to support that as well, which is great. I think Vickers is solid for your 60 plus. Is there anyone else? We've got another. Do you have another Mickey Yaman? Oh no, we didn't use him. So we have Mickey Yaman still, of course we do. I might confuse some of these. I'm talking about my Kama, or whatever his name, my Kuma. So we'll keep Mickey Yaman. I think we'll use Vickers in the first one. Maybe we'll use him as a second man, or 5th man or something. Double defence perhaps again. In midfield, we've got the Fadringer character. We've got 6 versus 17th, but for Godin here. Is that something to consider? Very strong 60 plus candidate here. Wow, he's playing left back. And he is just bringing it home somehow, isn't he? Unfortunately, never really combining the high AA with the decisives he's been catching. But maybe that aligns. Wow, that's a good one for him. Midfield card playing left back. Love that. Oh, I love that. I think might go double midfield in this one. Austria Lucenu are the team to beat, but so we'll take the Fadringer with the 20 plus AA on the reg, just with that decisive to click over for us. Are we looking at another Maeda striker pick? Maybe. Jonas Eggerstein playing 11th. Maybe he can produce the goods, but I'd rather take the known Celtic striker here that's definitely going to play. Can get 90 minutes. Will get 90 minutes probably. And brings home the bacon. Right, we can't use another Vickers. Obermeier is a wee bit too infrequent. I think the Godin guy is the guy to pick for team 2 here. Really, really strong. And then we go to team 3 with a good goalkeeper. And we've got the Mickey Yaman tribute act. My Kuma. We want to mix it up a little bit. Tangvik, I think, is back in town as well. Wow, 5th versus 13th. Hamcam, but do score goals. So clean sheet, 41%. Might not come in. Just a wee heads up. Maybe it's not Hamcam I'm thinking of. Maybe it's like Odd or something like that. I forget. Sorry. Alright, so let's get the Mickey Yaman tribute act in. Bistorovic. Jorge Grant, L5 through the roof. Let's have a wee peek on him. Make sure we're not overlooking him. AA and decisive capable. It's kind of what you're after, isn't it? A really handy midfielder card for sure. Home and Livy is the game as well. Really good game. I think that outweighs a lot of these other characters, doesn't it? We do have that rare Godin to pull in, but I suppose you'll be using him elsewhere. Yeah, I think that might be the play, by the way, for midfield, is bringing that guy in, Jorge Grant. Home and Livy. Get one on 6%, so we'll use him. And then in attack, let's have a look at Malcolm Breda. 9th versus 12th. I just don't like... Is it Argentina? Yeah, I don't like Argentina for goals. It's hard. It's a hard thing. Wow, especially... Yeah. He's a cap mode guy, isn't he, sadly? We've got Kyogo. We've got Majovski. But Dundee, it's not the easiest opponent, certainly. Eggerstein. Let's have a wee peek on him in a second. Anyone creeping down the bottom here? A wee bit overlooked, perhaps, for the better teams? Yeah, maybe not. Let's have a look at Eggerstein. Is he worth the shout? They're at home? Yeah, they are. Need a striker to score, don't they? Has to score, man, doesn't he? Come on, France. Seems so frustrating, doesn't he? Majovski, is he a wee bit more... No, not particularly. Yeah, no one else is really grabbing me for this final striker spot. So I think I'm going to go Eggerstein for certainty of play. High percentage of free GS. And Sod's Laws Duogo kind of situation. And then, did we put Vickers in as the 5th man? We've got Obermeier. Again, just like the kind of random peakiness that he brings. But especially for a team 3, you know. But Kuhn? Yeah, Kuhn's still a good pick for this team. Because he's 70 capable. Here we go. So we peak at 240. think that's what you're good for your rares, isn't it? Yeah. L15 or 22 for Eskandel. Oh, by the way, is Eskandel... Oh my god, is the Las Palmas keeper... Oh. And the series is getting right upgraded in my books, man. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, do we just slide him into 240 over Cunha? Or do we bring him all the way up to the top? In the series went right up the pecking order now, but... Sorry, mate, about your goalkeeper, but it's just... He's not Valles, is my point, really. So, the Gankov or in the series? In the series could smash... In the series more likely to smash than Saganikov. I think there's no if buts or maybes about that. Where the France are you in this series? All these bombing red and white super rares look the same. There we go. Boom. And then, do you know, I might just put Saganikov into 240 because I know he's nailed to start. Cunha still on the comeback trail. By the way, I'm so tempted. so tempted. Let's just do it. Mid-range, screw it. Let's do it. This team's proper good, by the way, with no goalkeeper in it. Oh, we can't afford Cunha. Boom. By the way, 4-card trick. Let's try it. So you've got the cheat code Eskandel. I just hope in the series gets 2 decisives, mate. I'm sorry, but Hubert, Garbage. I say, like, Garbage is probably good for this because Brentford aren't going to score 3. You know. L15 of 31. And we've got Boyd Yan. Welcome to the club, mate. He's picked up his season ticket. Thanks for joining the chat. Oh, sorry, let me catch up with some of the chat. Sorry, guys. Hey, Rico, man. Fist bump, my man. The queue is not full. I'm just kind of grabbing the queues. The queue's not even really been built, to be honest with you. So let me catch up with the chat in a sec. I'm knocking about this 240 team just out of... I just went into autopilot, I suppose. But I'll catch up in the chat. Welcome to the club, Boyd. Thanks for picking up your season ticket, mate. £1 a month, 25p a week. I hope you enjoy the stream today. Nathan Collins probably picks himself on 40 points there, doesn't he? And, oh, Jensen on 42. Probably strolls into this team as well. You're going mid-target, mate. You are going mid-target. If you've got a striker. Cáceres, Gorey. Oh, Gorey. Brilliant. He's playing 17th in the table. We'll take that. And how many points we got left? 67. We can pick him do we want. Kunduz is probably safe-ish, isn't he? Oh, Godin. Yeah, Godin. We're taking him, aren't we? Yeah, we're taking Godin. Mate, this is a quality team. Striker. How sold are we on Gorey? But it's a great fixture. So he's going to have one of his better games. It's against Troyes, isn't it? Who are like 17th. Attacking mid. Bit of AA. Yeah, he's the man. I like that. It's a mid-target teammate for me. 2% it says. Jensen's playing Chef U. Kilman playing Chef U. Collins, sorry. Just see that shirt and see Kilman. I don't know why. That card. Yeah, man, I quite like that, Bhoysin. Will we build a queue? I think I should build a queue just to give people a bit of a gauge. How long will we be going for? Just so I can see about an hour or so. That's fine. We'll still go for a little bit yet. Plenty of teams to get built, I'm sure. But Bhoysin, there you go, my man. Let me catch up with the chat. Let me make sure I've not missed anyone out. What's been going on? I have to bring the young fella to footy training. Can you please build some lineups for me? Looking at top teams for contenders, challengers, and champ, all limited to 72, 42, 20. Red or dead, no problem, my man. That'll be next. Okay, so let's get the queue built. There we go. Let's get the queue built. Coplice, hey Quinny, could you do some lineups for the weekend? Been really unfortunate the last few weeks. Coplice, hate to hear that, my man. Let's see if we can fix that today. David Taylor, I do the Bournemouth lineups and play sharper, Quinny. I'd expect as long as Christie isn't ill. He struggled through the last game, he will be starting. Yeah. Fingers crossed, David. Let's get it. High percentage cards, my XP, Calmax back. Decided to use all the level ups. When listing a card for sale, Quinny, have you noticed the red caution button comes up saying selling for much less than last sale value? If this was implemented in mandatory. If this was implemented and mandatory, can't list below. Interesting. This would have saved Sorare 5 years. Can you do some lineups for me, Mick Flynn? Let's see, where are we at? Where was Mick? There he is there. But Villa, oh yeah, Shaforko, that's when we were going through our teams, or your team, sorry. I have playing a rare keeper for sale, 30 quid, Eskandel. Nice. 30 quid's not bad. How many games is he going to get? But how long's the suspension? 1 or 2? Hibs defence is shite. Spit will get something. Yeah, fair enough. Ian, you're definitely way closer to that than me. Yehonatan, fist bump, my man. Rico man gets fist bump, I'm sure. And Yehonatan, it was you asking about the queue, so I suppose you will be wanting your place in said queue. I personally think Ida might start. I'm not sure where I am in the list. Bhoysin, that we've got you, buddy. Didn't realise Eskandel was back starting. I think it's just a suspension thing. Oh, Araki and Mitsuki are away with U23. Oh, what? Just catching up with the comments, just everything you're saying. I'm not going to read it all out loud. Pilsner check. Yeah, check. Oh, I knew I wasn't saying it, but I was saying everyone but it. Check, of course. Thanks for the catch, my man. DD, I got offered a Grillish SR in a trade today. I needed to find out more about him before considering playing at CB. Not sure, is that a temp thing or not? A temp thing. I'm not sure. I think their manager is relatively new in situ. And Hoffenheim have got like a DNA, you know, of that back three. They've always been playing that back three. But it's a bit of an evolution playing an attacking midfielder in the centre of it. But like, I don't see it being that temp unless, like, I don't know. Need that. Just need it to click, man. He could be OP, potentially. Team's not what it used to be. Still taking requests. And you have time. Could you see what my top 3 rares lineup look like? DD, no problem, my man. DD, you were after you and so I need to go back and double check Jay's quickly. DDSorare. So let's have a wee jump backwards in time quickly. Have a quick peek at Jay. Just wanted to see those. I was so excited about Iraqi and somebody else there, wasn't I? And then the same team. Yeah, they are. In season 2. So yeah, we're losing an in-season Iraqi. Does that have much of a... So we probably can take the key in there quite easy. But then we lose the Mitsuta, who's out of season. Boyd, my continental midweek has been rather naff, to be honest with you. I've only had 2 teams, I think, a team and a half. 2 teams go out. Gunn was cruising on a quality clean sheet. Alas, he didn't bring it in. And Captain Hibbert earlier today didn't bring in a big juicy 90 like I'd hoped, sadly. So there's still some runners and riders, but it's 240 and 220 for me. I think I went low target on the 2, or did I go mid? I can't even remember now. But Mikey Johnson's playing Rotherham. All Black should be busy against Dortmund. Quatra could score against Pilsen. Yada, all the rest. And managed to squeeze Wirtz into here. I don't think Angelino's going to play. And at home at West Ham, I don't know how good a game it will be for Wirtz, SO5-wise, so I didn't want to put him in here. Couldn't really fit him in either. It's very expensive. Because you still had the whack it in season spare, you did it. Oh, okay. Wakazaki instead of Iraqi. Got you. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. And then if I missed anyone out, Pavlo plays, my man. Fist bump, good to see you. Did you pay your bill in Falkirk? I didn't have a bill, mate. I bought myself, I think, like 1 lemonade, and I bought myself 1 non-alcoholic Copperberg, and I think I couldn't refuse the generosity of people all night, so I had 1 or 2 drinks bought for me, which were like a lemonade and another non-alcoholic Copperberg. So Not me, Pablo. But I suspect it would have been somebody who was so plastered they weren't probably even much aware of it. Big insight into all my players, Quinny. Oh no, no problem, Johnny. I'm glad you think so, Bhoysin. Discovered this morning that there are forwards that play in China called Wankaway Rooney. That's so funny. I lost Joe Chima to the 23s. Oh, damn it. Konkata, yeah, we'll get your lineups done, buddy, next in the queue. Okay, I think that'll be the end of the queue, guys. We've got enough to keep us going. Oh, by the way, Champions League starts soon. So yeah, this will definitely be the last run that we go for. So I think you guys were wanting to go away and watch that. So let's see, Red or Dead. What were you after? Somebody gave us a mad big list. Yeah, Red or Dead. I think I'll probably stop short on your caps and such. Or no, maybe. Let's see. Let's see, Red or Dead. So, how did you prioritize them? You went champ. Oh, you do regions anyway, so they all separate each other. And did you say in season or out of season? We're doing in season and classic. Top teams is what you said, so team number 1, I suppose, is the main. Yeah, okay. Easy peasy. Okay, so let's go in season first. We want to have our pick of the bunch. So we've got João Ricardo playing for Fortaleza and Sao Paulo. Not that exciting. Sean John away to Charlotte in the season. Should be good enough to play in a good team, your best team over there, guy, I would say. Then we've got Ramelow playing Vitesse. Sign me up for that. Hodemakers. Gus Till. Again, that Till's just from there looks rank, doesn't it? Yeah, I think Hademakers here is picking himself, isn't he? Van Wilswinkel, Even Nielsen. Ooh. Famalicão. Yeah, I think we'll take him. And then I guess is our best out of season very easily. Nice. So Timmy Tillman away to the Timbers is in the frame. CR7. It's not in great form at the moment, is he? L15 of 55. JayC away is maybe one to look at here. Because, yeah, JayC brings those 70s with a goal. Maybe less so away. But he could do that. I think we take JayC. He's just too good as that 5th man, I think. Challenger in season, Challenger Classic. There won't be too many JayCs floating about. I don't think either, is there? Excuse me. Backman. No, it's not going to be room, is it? Probably going to take Fry for this one. Pick of a bad bunch, really. Ymar maybe falls in the same category just because he's a bit of an AA magnet. Nobody else really jumps out to me here. Oh, was that Arias? Yeah, how's he been playing since he got there? Oh no, he's back in America? Oh, he's not played for them yet in Brazil, that's what it is. So we don't know how he's going to pan out yet. Interesting, we need to watch out for that. I'm probably taking Hollingshead as a defender. Along with Tillman. I seen you've got Ladero there. I might call upon him. An attack. Imenta. 2nd versus 3rd. Doesn't feel that appealing. Zimmerman. Not a great game. Yeah. Tough week for some of your strikers here. Unless Vardy starts. If Vardy's starting, then playing Plymouth will be good for him. Probably, you'd think. I overlooked somebody. I think Plymouth is a peak fixture, isn't it? And then 5th man, Peacock could be good at home, but it's just not a great game. Galaxy are tidy. Roldan can be the kind of clean conscience pick, but there's a lot of good. Oh yeah, Ladero's who we want as a 5th man. We've seen him earlier. So Ladero is scoring very well. Do I have anyone? Oh, Rusnak is starting. Not a better. Is that a better game than it is for Tillman? Hmm. Is that a better game than it is for Tillman? Yeah. Nah, I don't think so. Tillman's the man there, isn't he? So he stays in his position. Fine. But do we then? I like Ladero's L2 or whatever it's shown in a good way. So him being, was it at home to DC? Just feels like a really good game. Oh, you've got the boy Matson playing Midgetland. Is he a striker you've got, or is that a midfielder card? Forward, yeah. I think we go Matson over Vardy then. Everybody loves this Matson guy, man. And then in midfield, who am I saying? Ladero? Or no? Was it Ladero? Or somebody else came into my mind? I'm sure it was Ladero. Oh yeah, Rusnak. So let's have a peek at Ladero in case I'm just being a wee bit wonky, because that's just a card I've got. If I don't see it in 2 seconds, I'll just search him, because this is hurting my face. So let's see Ladero. Yeah, he's doing it. At home. Let's say it's away to DC. Maybe the away factor kicks him back a notch, and we do want. I've forgotten who the hell. Oh yeah, Rusnak. Yeah, let's Rusnak away or Ladero away. I'm probably taking Rusnak just on that 100 capability, and then yeah, you can captain who you like. So we've got contender in season. None. Cool. Yeah, none. Contender classic. I'll catch up with the chat again. I wouldn't touch Fenerbahce cards. When's the 7th pod out? I think it'll be maybe Friday or something. Maybe Saturday. 123s is a joke, 3 to 5 weeks away. And the special weekly calendar we got, I was just thinking, where did that come out again? Yeah, so no contenders, that's fine. Champ, none. Is this a glitch? I thought you told me you had champ teams. Have I got a filter on? I do. I'm a tube. I'm a tube. Right, contender in season. So, best keeper, Christoph and Rodriguez. Tigres are playing Monterrey. Not fantastic fixtures for the end season. I think I'm taking Rodriguez here with his arms folded. First versus second for this defender. That could be a really good game for him, by the way. Antonio Borsic, Clerk, playing 17th. That's not bad. But I think I like the, first versus second. I think he's decent. Was he the best pick? Did I just get drawn that? It's in season I need as well, but that's why I've negated everyone above him. Yes. So we've used an out of season keeper. So in season, 6 versus 12 here for Arca. Hartel out of season. Yeah, so Arca is probably the man. 6 versus 12. Excuse me. Yeah, very slim pickings. And yeah, very slim pickings. It says that guy's in season, but the cards doesn't look in season to me. So I'm rather stuck here with what to do with this. Can we play this Jocko? 6 versus 4, 16 versus 4 isn't fun. Ozil Herrera off the bench. It says they're in season. I can't be right. This must be some sort of error. I'm going to say we've not got an in-season team for this. I don't think. It doesn't feel like you've got a striker. And then it means, are any of these guys wasted? Maybe not, I suppose. I don't think any of them are particularly amazing, are they? But there's no striker here, so I think it's only a classic team you've got. And again, the quality of team is going to remain the same. I don't think this is a huge... You've got Egostine, Rondon. Yeah, I think classic, this works out a bit better. Matanovic, Breda, Darwin Quintero. Yeah, this is going to be classic because this guy's not even in season either. I've been duped. And then Marcel Hartel. Yeah, I think that's your best classic team of sorts, isn't it? And get rid of that Accra. We can put Hartel in here. Can we ditch this guy and get a better defender? Piove. LGP. Who's most likely for that clean sheet? It's probably LGP. Maybe slide him in as a defender. And then the 5th man, Pablo de Blasis. Classic, obviously. And then, do we have Premier League before we have... Ooh, I've got one. Let's do it. Fabianski, you've got in. You've got Adebayo, Semedo, Stones. Could be a really good game for Stones. Wisa and Solanke is a real coin toss. I'm not as convinced on Solanke, but it's a good game for him. He's the main striker. Yada yada. Your 5th man's quite tough here. Do you go double attack? Double defense. I'm looking at Semedo. I'm looking at Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I'm looking at Solanke. Casemiro could have a good game. I just don't think he's your best team caliber guy. Iwobi. Diego Dallo could have a good game. I'm going to take Solanke for the amount of shots I suspect he gets. We don't need to worry about the whole in-season thing either, do we? No, we don't. So is there any other seasons I've overlooked? McGinn, again, I just think Arsenal win. Ultimately, I don't think he scores that well as a result. So, yeah, I'm going to stick with that. Prem in-season. Do we do Prem Classic as well? Or does it maybe multi-entry on that front? So there's a lot of in-season going on. We've got an out-of-season keeper. Was it 2 Fabianskis we had? Interesting. I would take Semedo. Veltman could be good, but I'd take Semedo here. I think McGinn is PK in this game. He could get a goal and assist or something and bring in a double-double. Just need to watch bookings and stuff, but yeah, Iwobi's got the form to be picked for this team. And then maybe you could say the same for Dallo, Casemiro. Probably take Dallo just because, yeah, a wee bit of AA and decisive ability. And then I guess it's to Champ. Severa playing Granada. Guaita, Betis. Yeah, I'm probably going to go with Severa playing Granada. Not conceding 3 there. Marmol with the backup keeper behind him. Hassan Kamara. I really like him, by the way. He's an old Football Index favourite. Used to love a bit of IPDs, that guy. Great for an assist in France, etc. Great crossing statistics. Good guy. I like Marmol a lot. It could be a good shop window game for him. There'll be a lot more pressure put on him with the goalkeeper, so I think we can pick him knowing he'll score points. Just how many? And then in midfield, Marcus Tavernier has been in good form, but he's now injured, actually, seeing that just now. And who's at the top of this? Kirian, Jonathan Vieira. I think Jonathan Vieira's Fornals playing Celta. I think with Fornals playing Celta, it could be good being at home. So he'll get a lot of possession, a lot of chance creation and stuff. So yeah, I'm probably going to take Fornals. And then for the attacker, Rioja, El Haddadi, grab the eye. Chris Ramos, RDT, no thank you. I'd probably... Probably going to take the Rioja because I just think that's the best game for him, isn't it? And then last man is Jonathan Vieira or Kirian. I just think since he's been playing for them, he's been the main man, hasn't he? 80 not guaranteed. Same with this, but the minutes have been... Okay, so maybe not quite. Kirian, is he? Kirian's been a bit better. Yeah, 90-minute guy. Right, okay. How many end seasons can we swap around for confidently? I think Veltman makes an easy swap. And Rioja. Calvert-Lewin against Chelsea. Yeah, I can do that. Champ Classic. Boom. I'm going to say, ooh, yeah, this is where your pickings get slim. I don't think Getafe are scoring 3 goals. So I'll take that. I'll take Marmol. This could be a good game for Payazon. We've got Rioja. And then I've seen Willian there, but he's dropped off. Is Willian playing in this game? He could be tidy. Sneak in here as a 5th man. Nice wee... Nah, he's not on to play this one. Jonathan Vieira. It's not a bad 5th man either, I don't think. I think I'd pick him. No problem. It's a fun La Liga team in the making. So, there we go, buddy. Top teams for each. Stopping at the caps. Konkata. Yeah, you're in the list. You're in the list, buddy. Right, okay, so Red or Dead, my man. Enjoyed football training. I hope those teams, some of the chat there, got you through it. Coplice. Not won in a few weeks, I think was the main comment on the thing. So, are we rediscovering what to attack? Coplice, where are we? Coplice, what did you say to me? Coplice. There we go. Could you do some lineup builder for the weekend? Really unfortunate the last few weeks. Okay, doke. This is a mainly rare situation, I think, then. We've got a lot of limiteds. Cool. What do we have for rares, Coplice? I'm sure you're a rares. Yeah, we've got plenty of rares. So what have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. 1 Prem, 2 Champion, let's just say. 2 Champion, 1 Challenger. 1, 2, 3, 4 Contender. So, do we have a contender in season? Do we have one lineup to put to that? We've got between Rus and Mitov. I'm going to take Rus on this one. Bushiri and Fish. I'm going to take Fish. McGrath. I like McGrath. Oh, sugar. Ramon Maires, 4th versus 3rd. That's probably not the game for him, is it? Aranya, 6th versus 11th, but that could be good. Where does this guy score? I'm quite tempted to pick him. It's a good fixture. Double decisive capable. Goal and assist capable. 1088 is in his locker. Miovski we seen earlier wasn't overly impressive. Let's see this guy. Is he being underrated? No, he's a decisive guy. He's got some. He's got AA for sure. But again, it's what the opponents these games come against. Double decisive with Zagreb. Rijeka DNP. Interesting. Rudez only a 64. Hadžić last time an 80. Is it Hadžić this week? It is Hadžić away no less. So very good performance last time there. 11th Burgos. I think they had the keeper, don't they? Very low chance of the goals in this one. Yeah, let's go Aranya. And then the 5th man, this is contender in season. So now we've got the 4 in seasons locked. We don't need to worry about that if we don't need to. So if we overlooked someone down here, perhaps. I don't see them if we have. So the 5th man could be Miovski, I suppose. Yeah. And then contender classic. So I'm going to go for Silge in it first. Yeah, wow, quite slim numbers here actually, don't we? Rocky Horn is playing Schalke. I just think that's always a good game, isn't it? Boydman's playing Celtic. Matt Smith playing Kelly. I think I'm going to sack that and see if we can do All-Star with this instead, or 240s and all the rest of it. Yeah, let's have a look at All-Star. What's the best? Right, if Silge is our rocker this week. So let's get that in there. We've got Sergi Cardona, Victor Nelson, Mika Marmol. I think Mika Marmol and Sergi Cardona could be played in a fun team for sure. In midfield, Ozdemir, Kirian, way better options. Bernadeschi, Alberto Molero, Facundo Torres if he plays. Ooh, Milo Rashica at home to 12. Rafa at home to Moranese. He feels easy, doesn't he? Garnacho. I'm a big Nicolas Pepe fan, by the way. Big Nicolas Pepe fan. How's he been doing these days? Well, that loads. Nico Gonzalez. Wow, he's probably a really safe pick playing Genoa. He needs something. And then 5th man. I think Rashica could probably... No, I think maybe we take Rashica over him. What's Nicolas Pepe up to? Come on, Sorare data. Don't tease us like this. The people want to see Nicolas Pepe, 28 years old. Oh, we can still kind of do it. Can still kind of do it. It's been there for a while, but it's not really been happening. Is this the time for him? Sharp end of the season, when it matters the most, at home at Sivaspor. 60% chance to win. Hard to overlook that. I like Nicolas Pepe. And then let's look at Rashica. Has he been overlooked? He's good as well. Cardona could be the 5th man. I don't think Sevilla scored 3. I think he could score well, but again, nah, if we've got Marmol, why double expose ourselves to that defence? When we could take Kirian, who's kind of a bit more 70 capable. Bernadeschi as well. What's he been doing? Not that much. Ozdemir. Yeah. Ozdemir. He goes with Pepe. fantastically. Yeah, this is good. Now, Marmol, just about being severe with that backup keeper behind him. Just worry if he's a wee bit soft. Do we have anyone better? He's going to be great, Marmol, I'm sure, but like, might concede a few. Oh, Julian Araujo. The reason he's a wee bit of an O for me is because he rested against, or couldn't play against Barca, which I think was their last game. Yeah, because he's on loan from Barca. You might forget the former LA Galaxy youth product, but he's been ripping La Liga. 31-80 against Almeria, and it's at home. Las Palmas are pretty tidy. Before he had a little spell out there, he was getting in amongst the decisives. He was in great form. So Julian Araujo is tidy. Tanser's playing Celtic. Let's have a look at Sergio Cardona just for the scores. So let's refresh our memory. Yeah, he's not. I probably like Julian Araujo better. But Sergio Cardona's really good to watch. Does have that game in him, doesn't he? At home, Valencia there. He's really good at home. Like, as far as fullbacks go anyway. No decisives here. Lots of 80. Tough games. Hard fought affairs. You know, Sergio Cardona's got some game. Is it more than Araujo? But they are at home as an advantage. I'm going to stick with Marmol, but yeah, that's fine. All-star banger. And then 240. It's probably the next kind of concern, I think, just with the combos of cards and stuff we've got. We can play Mitov quite well. Philip Jorgensen, Dean Henderson. None of these guys are mad exciting. I think Mitov is probably just about. Yeah, the odds kind of reflect that. Don't think Kelly are the highest scoring team your goalkeepers will face. I'm going to put Cardona in here just because he's just a bit more likely to play on the probability, but I would probably take Araujo maybe just for that differential, just for that different. Not many other people have him. You could get a goal in a nice wee 20 AA from what we've seen there from him in the past. Maybe take Rashika on this one because he's 51 points. Moliero's quite good at 41, but Rashika at 51 I think stands out a wee bit more. Nico on 44, but I think is jumping into this team. And then we've got 52 points remaining. Oh, can't quite get any of the top picks. James Garner comes into the picture. So there's some points we could save on. Somebody, oh, I've got Sergio Cardona here. Oh, I've used Mika Marmol, haven't I? Yeah, so maybe I do want to drop him for, well, unless it's 1 point. Does it get us something but 53? Don't think that really unlocks anyone for us, does it? Ben Godfrey, not worth it. Wan-Bissaka, probably not worth it. Victor Nelson's more expensive. Who is it we wanted here? We want a 52 point card. And the ones that we like are 56 is the cheapest probably. Kirian. Sandro Ramirez up front for this team. I don't fancy that. Jadar Obrian. He could maybe go in at 45. Don't know how good he's doing in Austin, but probably not. That's what he's going to do. Calvert-Lewin. I like him for 42. You've got some guys down here as well. What's Molero been doing recently? Yeah, not enough. Not enough. Who was the guy I just seen? Hi, Calvert-Lewin. Double attack. See the chat in case you hear Coplice. You're shouting something at me. Morning, Quinny. Kane Carnage. Fist bump, my man. Good to see you. Asking for 2 lineups, Contender and Challenger Classic Limiteds. Finally, the Brazil League starts. Yeah, I did see that, Kane. Well, I'll add you in, right? I'll add you in. So from here, where did we go, Coplice? 270. I think you've got, like, Challenger, don't you? In season. from the looks of it, with the Sean John. Some of these guys, some of the other guys we've picked obviously elsewhere. Different Ozdemir. Facundo I'm taking there. Jadar O'Brien. Maybe it's Bernardeschi on talent and stuff, but yeah, I suppose it probably is on all front stuff. I think there's another 5th man here, so that's fine. And then get 2 in seasons there, 240 and an all-star. And then what do we have in 270? Okay, so we've got a champ. Let's go and see what we can throw into champ. Champ classic. Jorgensen. Coyote. Who do you play? Nice Andy. He's handy for sure. I like Araho a little bit better, especially if he's on to play. Let's check the alternate source. Las Palmas. Oh no, he's not on to play. Escandela's into play, but for this one confirmed. Moliero 60% to play. It's good to know. Biceps femoris injury for Julian Araho. So okay, let's forget him. We've got Coyote there. Jaden Bogle, no thank you. Wan-Bissaka. Yeah, I'm going to take Coyote. I like Moliero's attacking output. I think Kirian Butt has to be the first pick out of the guys you have here. I want to be Edward. We guy Garnacho has to play, I think, doesn't he? Oh, wow, this is a champ in-season team. So let's just do that. Jorgensen. Coyote. Kirian. Garnacho. And then 5th man. Who's your best guy? Sam Tai loves this guy. Yeah, last couple of weeks, not as good. Yeah, Moliero's maybe a bit. But Moliero's on a hunch that, you know, he has a good game or something. Am I overlooking Garner against Chelsea? I don't think so. I don't think he's that good, is he? He's okay. Gets into the box, doesn't he? Me personally, I'm taking Moliero for this. Personally. And then we can do Champ Classic. With the Henderson playing Liverpool, so it's not going to be that great. So we'll put him in there. But we've got Araho's not going to make it, so let's just forget that. We've got Coco, Wan-Bissaka. Let's take Coco, the centre back, at home. We're probably then taking Garner, Sandro, and 15th versus 14th. Joe Willock, Edward. Yeah, this team is kind of on its last legs for punching power. I think Wan-Bissaka just maybe gives you the most ability to... I can maybe just do that as another in-season team, by the way, in a lower division, but probably won't fly too far. So I don't think that last team is going to go very far. That Champ Classic team. Dean Henderson's probably going to concede a bunch. And it's your kind of last run of defence here. But I really like the All-Star. I really like the All-Star. I think that's good. I think it is your best in every position for me, I think. 240 is fitting into the cap nicely. And then we've got some good in-seasons and some, one classic that's not as good. But 3 in-seasons there for the regions. And then if we got a goalkeeper left over, something we've missed out yet. Let's look at 270. So we've got Ryman. We've got Horn playing Schalke. We've got Ozdemir. Yeah, we don't really have a midfielder for the final lineup, do we? I'm probably just going to put Villar in here just because, you know he'll play. Can then maybe put this Mires guy in case he does pop off. Shea Nunley playing Heracles. None of his stats really give me much confidence he'll do it. We can put him in there, and then we've got 69 point spread for the last player. We can pick anyone. And is there anyone? Yeah, I think they're all. This is the slim pickings part of the gallery, isn't it? Firmly. Especially with some of the injuries and availability problems we've got. I'm personally putting Edward in this team if it's mine, but it probably makes sense to play somebody like Aragoni here, maybe. Because he'll play. But I think Edward definitely features, and if he can get his goal off the bench again, or maybe if he's a surprise starter, that could be good. Nobody else here really appeals to me, to be quite honest with you, even some of the starters. So that's what I would do. Mickey Flynn. Mick, what were you asking for? Where are you? Challenger Classic. Are we talking rare or limited? Rare. Challenger Classic. Awesome. Gungordo, Kicker, maybe on his way to Celtic, by the way. Woo, woo, woo. We need Champions League football. Let's see that happen. Yeah, third at home to 10th. We've liked that fixture already in this show. Got a wee mix of the super rares that could drop in. Oh, Koki Machida. Could be a good scoring game. Same with McAllister, Borna Souza. Some interesting picks here for sure. Finger Trida. Yeah, Finer's playing Fortuna. It's pretty unavoidable. Dryer, Hodemakers, Huertas. I like Hodemakers. Got your boy Matson here. Broby. Broby's in the shop window quite firmly at the moment. Koita is the man, but isn't he? So let's get Koita in there. And fifth man, you've got some good picks. Got some good picks. Do we put Matson into this one? Maybe keep him as a striker for the next team. No problem, Coplice. Let's go get it this week. Let's go get some of those rewards in. Let's get those boxes. Or cash. I think you're after a lot of cash with those teams. Let's go and get the cash. Let's see. I think Dryer's probably the pick on all the stuff, but hoping USG is not a game I want to lean into with the first team that we build. No, but there's nothing else jumping out as being the haven. Let's separate him. So we've got a lot of USG guys, so we'll put him into that team. Challenger Classic. Gungordo, Shalander. I'm going to go Gungordo for second. I'm going to take Machida. I'm a fanboy. But high action. Hopefully it's less than 3 goals conceded. I'm just going to double check. I've not overlooked somebody there. I do like playing to check, but they're playing top. You know, could be a good game for him. I know. But I think, yeah, Koki's a wee bit safer. Huertas, we can, you can probably see what you can do with this one. Team number 2, I think. Gustav Nielsen seems to be the guy to play for the forward position. Although we could take Broby into this one at home to Twente. Yeah. Put Broby in there. And then the 5th man. Oh, Delorga Nieper at home. Yeah, let's maybe take Dorganiper in there. It's the 5th man. It says 58, that's weird. It's probably because of Anderlechts and stuff, and I actually playing Twente, but... And let's see, Contender... Challenger, sorry, Classic. Team 3. We've got Shalander. And then the best defender, I maybe take the McAllister, because I just think they're your best players. We can't take the guy playing PSV for Vitesse. We've got Popovic here not starting. Kev McAllister, but if he's in, he's good. How is he? Would probably using him in a super rare division anyway, I'm sure. But yeah, he's nice and solid, isn't he? I think we'll take the McAllister in this team. And then we can probably go with Lapusin, and he's on a good bit of form now. L5, wide midfield type player. Matson, I've seen here, is injured, unknown injury. Amora, Gustav Nielsen, Sonche Hansen. Against Schellander, we'll probably avoid that. Let's see how this guy scores. Nielsen, he is okay. Yeah, he works. And Amora, what's he like? He can be better when he's playing. He's been out for a while. So I think he's a good team 3 guy. We'll wait for him to come back in. And then do we have a nice 5th man? Or are we going to go full USG on this last effort? Collier. There we get for Tyson. Mansverk. Who would take Nielsen? Double up. Castro Montes, how do you score again? Oh yeah, you can bang. Let's take you. So Mick Flynn. There you go, my man. Let me just double check that was precisely what you said. Could you do some lineups for Challenger Classic? Yeah, there we go, mate. All 3. That's the way I would line them up. And smash them out. Yehonatan. What were we after? Yehonatan. Where are you? It's a queue full, and then after that, Johnny and Dom, Johnny and Jay, DD, Johnny, Pavlo, Boyd, fist bump again. Thanks for taking up the season ticket. Yeah, Yehonatan, I don't actually see you with a request. Let's see what your best team is. We'll build that. Limiteds, we got rares again. I forget where we're at with everyone's galleries, guys. Sorry. Okay, once. It's probably going to be your 240 shift, isn't it? And are we playing champ mainly now? Yeah, we got a lot of champ on the go. Contender. A lot of that on the go. Challenger. Oh yeah, a lot of everything on the go, mate. Champ Classic. We don't have as much options as some of the other regions, so let's maybe do that. Sommer picks himself at number 1 here, doesn't he? Oh, Van Dijk we've looked at. Don't know in this situation on Cancelo just yet, it appears. Do I have any wee sneaky, what do we feel about it? Oh yeah, he might rotate. Blind could be good. It's not a great game. Atleti, but we'll be playing midweek, and Atleti are never good for 2 games in a week and scoring 3. I say never quite loosely, you know, like it's not like, oh, they roll through that with ease. Like you'd maybe say with Liverpool, like they're used to it, they can take it in their rhythm. Abdelhamed, away at Strasbourg, he could be good, by the way. I think we take VVD's team 1. Paqueta, it's hard to ignore some of the bigger names, isn't it? Cruz played midweek, so I don't think he'll play weekend. Yeah, I think Paqueta takes himself, but Paqueta will play Thursday. Enzo won't be. Rafinha won't be. Interesting. Let's go with Enzo. We should get a lot of passing in this game. Brennan could be the pick. First striker, but Xerxes against Monza. I like that. Yeah. And then fifth man. I think Palfinha away is a good shout. Brennan away is a good shout as well. Koita plays on Friday. We all know what that means. He scores. Koita loves a Friday. Koita loves a bit of Friday ball. Means he's got the weekend off. I think I'd take Anthony Robinson as the fifth man in there. I'm going to double check for your comment, Yehonatan, in case I've overlooked it. But if it's not there, buddy, I've built that. I'll maybe build another one or two, but without instruction, I'm not going to go into Oblivion. Let's see. Yeah. Funny situation with goalkeepers. No, none of them are particularly amazing. Maybe he takes Slonina, but he's probably a U23 pick, I suppose. Ricky P. Dryer. Eric Tommy. Mikey Johnson. I think Dryer's the pick. And if Malik Tillman does play, then he's probably the pick. Oh yeah. And then fifth man, Madsen, Mikey Johnson. Mikey Johnson at home. Xander, no problem with that. Clark. John Joe Kenny for Hertha Berlin. 7th versus 15th, by the way. That could be good for him. Oh, Hitati defender. Look. Show and Agaki. It wasn't shown earlier. Somebody else that would be on. Nico Melamed, Paul Vanner. He's not been the man for a while. I think every time I look at him. Take your man. Gluch. And we've got probably Usami, if he's on to play. 100% play, Del 5. Koita, that's Switzerland, isn't it? Okita, even. What's he doing? Yeah. Can be okay. Is that a game they're fancied in? Nah, it's quite split, isn't it? I'd probably take Usami for the security. And then the final man. John Joe Kenny. Living his best life. DD. What was yours, my man? DDSorare, where are you? We're still taking requests now. Time. Would like to see top 3 rare lineups you would make for mine. Would be cheers. Just double check. I don't see a Yehonatan comment. Checked 5 times. Conscious is clear. DD's got the grillish in. I can't see if it was like a second ago or whatever. Top rare lineups and see what they would be. Let's have a look from an all-star perspective. What is the best 5 we would put together? Oh, a lot of choices here. So Raphael, I'm a big fan of, by the way. Well, Joe, you've got one of those cards. There's not many of them going around. Homer Fortaleza looks very, very promising there. Muslera, Heidel, Bezo, Meslier. Lucas Zidane, away from home, could be good. Burki, I'm a big fan of. Hasn't been doing it this year. Gun's good, but he's not. Don't think he's top shelf, is he? Neuer back in town. Well, Neuer play the weekend. They should do, shouldn't they? Let's check play sharper. Neuer should be in for the weekend. They wouldn't put Ulrich back in, would they? Yeah, it's Neuer, 85%, but I like Neuer. I like Lucas Zidane. How does he actually score? It's a good game. Away from home. Yeah. Not a great game when you look into it. Gun away at Preston, 6 versus 8. Kind of don't want to lean into that. So yeah, I think it's Neuer. I think Neuer's your best shout for keeper. Scagli. Yep, firmly number 1 there. Just make sure there's nobody sneaky. Tanganga, that's funny. Yeah, Scagli, firmly number 1 also. Xavi Simons, Hartel. Thiago Almada. Xavi Simons for me is the best one there by a mile. I think he'll rinse it. An attack, Somerville at home to 18th. Yeah, that's kind of what you're after, isn't it? Rafa Leao's got a good game sitting there as well. Been linked to Arsenal. I think that'd be a great move for him. Great move for all involved. We did rate Masuta really highly in some previous builds, but I think Cyril's just got a wee bit more of that. It's really kicked on this season, SO5 wise. So what have we got? We've actually got a little bit of a few different regions here, don't we? 2 champion, 2 challenger. And then the 5th man, who would we say is the best 5th man? Is it maybe Sho Sasaki? Is it a true global effort? Lewis Morgan at home could do very good. Jamal Musiala. He needs to have a game like that, doesn't he? He needs to be multi-decisive and get the good feeling, the good spirits back around Bayern before they bring Arsenal back for the second leg. Hartel at home. Hartel at home feels like the pick so far. Weaver's away. Almada's at home. He's got it, man. He's just not doing it right now. Giacomakis not being in the team probably takes a few decisives off him. Heel is away to NYC. I don't think he does good against NYC typically, but I don't think it's necessarily a game to be worried about. Maybe he will do well this week. Leal, Ferdi, JWP. A lot of good candidates. Certainly. Oh, but Boraju here at home to lose could be maybe one of the sneaky ones. Sho Sasaki's. Let's look at him again. Away from home, he does hit some of those bigger ones. Sho Sasaki, Musiala, or Hartel. It's a tough three-way decision there. I think Musiala is the way to go. I'd probably say that's your best team. It's not too far off being a champion team. This is maybe part of the analysis we're looking to get out of this. But champion forwards, Adringa and Leao, both half decent options, I suppose. Sesko. He's just not killing it, but is he? He's not broken at 70. Wow. I thought he'd done it once. Or maybe I've got XP bonuses and stuff. Yeah, those 67s can be 70s if you've got a bit of XP on them, which is just about fine. Balotelli. No. Oh, Balotelli. Got to love the guy, the man. Oh, I love the guy, man. Oh, Balotelli. Adeyemi. Grisou. Yeah, so I think I would take Grisou to be very good against Girona over Somerville. Yeah, so I think that's where we end up, mate. So I think Champ Classic is probably what I think your first team I would make is based on the strength of the keeper and the midfield. And we still have quality defensive options. I know it didn't make it into like the best global team there. But yeah, I could take Van Dijk with a lot of confidence. I could take, Aguilar against Metz. Ooh, against Lyon and Brest, he did good. He's not been there that long, has he? Toulouse, he did good. Reims. Who is he doing good against? Is what I'm trying to work out here. Kind of anyone. Just as long as he plays. Sort of, you know. Like there is some bad games there, but it's also when they're not winning and stuff, but they are going to win this one. I would take Ruben Aguilar, by the way, as a wee... Are they knocked out of Europe now? I'm sure they are. I don't think they're playing anyone, are they? Yeah, they're not playing anyone. 0 in the last game for a conceded penalty. That's a shame. Against Le Havre, but... Oh, was he suspended? No, I don't think he was suspended. Yeah, Monaco yellow card from last season, and then he's had 3 recently. So one to watch out for the upcoming yellows. We're playing centre back or right mid. Yeah. And away from home, he's solid. Yeah. Aguilar in. Xavi Simons in. Oh, we've got Sancho and Griezmann and Leao. Oh, they're all very good attack options. Yeah, I think you've got a really good champion rig. Griezmann's just coming back from injury, so we can probably de-risk him. I'm a big Sancho stan, so I don't know if I'm being a wee bit biased because the L5 isn't. The L5 is fine, but it's not peak Sancho yet. And Leao's starting to get his groove on, get some admirers. They're playing Thursday night against Roma. But his AA now is fucking on it, isn't it? Well, they can play with the minutes, but around this Roma fixture. Because, like, AC Milan and Roma is a kind of Man United-Liverpool thing, I think. I can't remember why I think that, but I think there's a... It feels like all the Italian teams have got some sort of grudge against each other, I know, but it does feel like that one does have distinction, you know, like people know about it, or are meant to know about it at the very least. Yeah, a lot of people think Tati's going to start this game, by the way. I think Tati's going to start this game. If he does, is he your best striker? Because he's not going to play midweek. What does Play Sharper say? They have him on at 90. Well, I might be changing my team again a little bit. Yeah, let's get Tati in here. Boom. I hope it's Salernitana. It's going to be double decisive. No problemo. Oh, do you have Immobile there? Is out. Interesting. And then Musiala to finish. I don't care what that says, 68. That can, Sorare Data can shove that 68 up its arse, mate. That's a quality team you've got there. I think Champ Classic would be the first best team. Second best team, I think Raphael's your keeper. Buscagli's a defender. They're in the same region, so we're leaning towards that as being the next best team. With Hartel, Morgan. I think we could make Almada. Union in second. Wow, Union were they not crap earlier this year? I was talking to somebody and they were mince. They were all draws or something like that. Maybe drawn for, I don't know, maybe that was Seattle. But I do remember the same thing about Philly. Almada. Evander, what have you been up to? He's alright. He's just like Hartel, isn't he? But Hartel's at home to a better team. So I think Hartel's the main guy. Split regions, but whatever. We'll see what the next position brings. Cyril, who again is in the same region as these guys. And then the final spot is probably up for discussion. But anyway, I think that points to the second best team being Challenger Classic in terms of strength and quality. So we got Rafa in goals. We get Buscaglia into defence. It maybe is Lewis Morgan. Let's see what Healing has been actually doing. I know he's been getting slander. Yeah, he stinks now, doesn't he? He's just a guy. Just a guy. TBC. Let's see. We've seen Almada enough times. Don't need to look at him again. But let's look at Morgan since he's returned from the abyss. Oh, he's back, isn't he? He's back, and he's a great midfielder card when he's like that. Somerville in attack. And then final man. Evander at home, but again, Ellie are just really good. I don't know if you want to be taking that bet. Rashika at home is probably a bit better in that regard. Weaver's just not that exciting away to Fortuna, I don't think, is he? It could be. It could be for sure. One more time, sorry. The AA is still there. It's just decisive. So, yeah, I think we take Almada. Almada, boom. Awesome. Now, we do have Hartel. Let's just do... Is it... I don't know. Maybe it's Ulster. Let's see what the next best team would be. So, we've got... a wee bit difficult now for the third goalkeeper at a glance, certainly. Anyway, we'll investigate, see who we come out with. Kelleher is probably going to concede... Gunn, Almander, Kelly. It's not an obvious guy. Maybe it's Zidane, but we looked at him as away form isn't that appealing. Meslier has the form, is at home. Could be him. Heidel playing Klagenfurt. Okay, I think I can sign up for that. Oh, actually, Ayator Fernandez. hold on. Ayator Fernandez is playing Amor Beata. 50% clean sheet. How did I miss that earlier? It's an all-star play here, I think. L15 of 53. In defence, Sho Sasaki can be that guy, no problem, in an all-star comp. And then we get into midfield. We should have some, yeah, we've got Hartel. We've got some exciting options still across some other regions, but we'll get the Hartel in. This Cabal guy might be worth a peek. What's he all about? Yeah, he's going to be the second mid. Let's get him just plugged in there now. Sorare Data is dragging its heels on me here. Cabal. Then we go into attack with Atik playing Hamburg, Mitsuta, Leao. We need to see what Leao does Thursday night. Koita on the Friday night, but oh, Koita on a Friday night. Could go Sancho if you disagree with me on the forward option as well. But yeah, I think Koita on a Friday night. That's what we go with there. DD. That's what I think the top three rares you've got. Then we've got Konkata. DD, there's your teams again. And then who came in? Kane Carnage. Yeah, after Konkata, we've got you. So Konkata, can you help with my lineups? Yeah, what do we have here? What do we have? Limiteds and such. Okay, let's have a wee gander. Konkata, All-Star. Mini keepers. Kripal, Holland. All in challengers. Okay, cool. All classic as well. So a lot of options. I guess the leftovers will do caps and all-star for you. I like Kripal at home as long as he doesn't concede 3. Challenger in season classic and 240. So let's see Challenger in season. Oh, it does show. Oh, surely. Okay, it shows you when you go into it. Nice. Okay. Okay, I do like Lieti. I think he's got 8A. Not likely to concede 3 against that team for me. We've got a Skagley. Power player. Evander, not a great game. Madsen. Yeah, it's a good game for him, I guess. Sante. Yeah, I can take him in that game, but we know Koita's playing on a Friday night. Pavlidis is playing Warwick. 45% go. Yeah, I think we take Pavlidis. And then the 5th man. Ooh, Julian Dessart is out of season. Yeah, that looks great. Nico Manto against Obio Dens. Yeah, team number 2 for me, no problem. Eric Miller, Kamal Miller, Hugo Sikwe. I think I would take Hugo Sikwe. Gedson, Evander. I think I'd take Gedson. Luke de Jong picks himself maybe as the out-of-season striker. And then we're looking at in-season Evander. And we're hoping he plays well. Or we could play Sante. Or Koita. Koita's also in season. Let's do it. And then that means we can play out of season Dryer, Forgan Hazard. And then Challenger in season 3. Lyson, nah. Losso. I'm going to take Kripal. I'm going to lean into it. Maybe need to take an out-of-season defender here in Guilherme or Munair. We're going to take Munair. Dryer in mid. Oh no, we need in-season. So we're probably looking at Evander because he's the power player. Kelsoy Jimenez definitely picks himself here. Oh, Santiago Moreno, but could just be the plate as it is, you know. No, I'm going to take Sante. And then 5th man. I might end up at Moreno anyway. Yeah, I think we do. End up at Moreno anyway. Pardon me. Awesome. So then we've got classics. These should fire out quite easy. So we've seen all the players now. Goalkeeper, Cook. Is probably above these ones, in fact. Yeah, so let's take Cook. Guilherme in defence. We can take Dryer in midfield. We can play De Jong in attack. And we can fill out the midfield with strikings here. Nice. We're playing both sides of the fence here, so let's go Roth since he's first. Watanabe is his man to play with, so yeah, let's do that. We've really ran out of midfield quality, it feels like. Let's put this guy in for the time being. We've got Thiago in attack against Antwerp, very defensively sound outfit. This Kelsoy's on a AA rated, but okay, he's kind of fine, isn't he? Not a great game for the boy Anthony. Yeah, he's not quite as good, is he? I think I'll take the Thiago here. And then maybe the Kelsoy's the 5th man. Kiefer Moore, 3rd versus 9th. Griffin Yao. Didn't know he was in Belgium, or if I did, I've forgotten. Yeah, very slim pickings on this team, mate. I'm going to probably just go with the Kilsoy. And final classic team. Let's take the Losso. I don't know who the best Timbers defender you've got here is. Like, who actually is the best one of them? L5s and 15s aside, like Kamal Miller, Mosquera, Miguel Araujo. Like, who is actually... We're going to need to work it out, aren't we? Probably not him. Maybe him. Hard to see it being him. Hard to see it being him. So I think it's Mosquera. Shara is your only player. I think I take Kiefer Moore on the basis of the table and like he's a tactical type of player, you know, the way he's used as an attacker. And then maybe we take the Anthony guy. Griffin Yao, if he's playing, just take him. Let's take Griffin Yao. And then what was the final piece? 240. I have no problem. You do realise that yourself anyway. I'm just kind of doing it with you like together. But play midfielder, so let's put him in. Gutierrez is going to play at left back. He can score well against the crap teams. He's just a wee bit more 60 possible. I'm going to take that guy. He's peaky. And we're left with 69 points remaining. Maybe just take the other one. Oh, Stoichkov. Is he not the main guy there? Am I just naming him? He used to be kind of the main guy. I think we take him. Stoichkov, if he's nice and cheap at 42. Saves us 27 points. Does that make a difference? Could we just take one of these guys? I suppose maybe we could. A bit more freedom. What about Miguel Araujo? Can we maybe... Yeah, maybe the Kamal Miller is a bit safer. Can we fit him in? We can. Cool. There you go, Konkata. Kane Carnage. 2 contender. 2 challenger classics. There we go, Kane. And then we will be out of here, guys. Longer lineup builder than I imagined. I've missed the first half, probably. Not Konkata. Kane Carnage. What am I doing? Well, good, guys. I've had good fun with you. I don't know how long these have been here throughout. I suspect it's mainly the members, but at least if you're not a member, then you've had something to listen to for a wee bit, I guess, if nothing else. So 2... Where are you, Kane? 2 contender and challenger classic limited. So let's start with the challenger. Since you've got your Brazil boys back, let's see what you're rocking with. We've got Rossi and we've got Walter. Like the Rossi. Nice defender picks here, by the way. Is this guy as good as his L5 kids is on? Yeah, they are. Against Fluminense, but not great. Guilherme, 16th. His team is now. Arias. Who was he scoring those big points against? Crap team. Botafogo, decent. Over 2 legs. Maybe that was some sort of decider. Maybe these are all some sort of deciders from last season. At home to Corinthians, he did well. Against Fluminense last season, at home, he did well. He did really well in a lot of games. Vasco, the other Mineiro, Internazionale, Sao Paulo, Corinthians again. Flamengo, 100. That was at home, but Fluminense away last time. They lost 2-1. He brought in a 29. I like that guy a lot. I think I don't not play him. Brooks Lennon at home at Philly could be good, but that guy looks sick. Hadradanovic, Santiago Moreno, Flolo. Is he happening yet? Nobody knows. If he plays, let's just go with it. Let's see how well he scores together. Hulk against Corinthians. Opening game of the season. You've got to think he's fully fit and firing. And then, is Mertens the kicker or is it Lennon? Oh yeah, Lennon's form is there. Midfielder, I'm just obviously not too sure about. De La Cruz. Hadradanovic. Home against Galatasaray, rubbish. Oh, who's he playing against? Oh yeah, let's take him over De La Cruz. And Hulk, we picked him on form. Maybe we'll take Mertens. Yeah, let's take Mertens. That's the best team. Challenger Classic 1. Challenger Classic 2. Let's see. Goalkeeper, I'm taking Liete. And defense. I'm taking the Guilherme because the AA fixture should be a good game for him. Set pieces and such. Maybe we put the De La Cruz in here, but Flolo, yeah, let's take him. We've got the Hulk. I'm going to put Moreno in here. I think it's just a bit more punch for that position. And then in this position, can we get Alan Patrick in midfield? How do you score? You can do okay. Let's put De La Cruz in here. Let's go for it with that one. Let's say expect he has a good debut. And then challenger in season. No. Sorry. It wasn't that. Contender Classic is what it was. I beg your pardon. Contender Classic. 2 teams. Right, so we'll take the guy playing Austria or Listenu, probably. Yep, number 1. Sho Sasaki, Barbet, Shoitani. Anyone else from earlier that we know is a wee bit nice this week? Yeah, Sho Sasaki, no problem. Cabal, yeah, no problem. Dominic Fitz, yeah, no problem. And, Barbie. I'm more inclined to maybe, there's somebody like this, Gruel, get a guy like him in. Yeah. Classic 1. Almost an in-season team. And then Contender Classic 2. You're probably going to take Jinhyun here. At home to 15th. I'm probably going to take Barbie. Oh, midfield is slender. Do we need to... Yeah, we're double midfield in the last team. We're going to need to change that because it's just not going to work. I think that's Shoitani. Or let's just save that. Alright. And then we'll build this team. Contender Classic. We've got this guy. Barbie. Gruel. Vicente. And then do we want Shoitani? Yeah, I suppose we do put Shoitani into the next team then. Fine. So we've got Salzbutcher. That's what you say. Salzbacher. I thought it was Butcher there. Salzbacher. Rurik playing Hartberg. He had a good game last week against Lask, but who are going to be really busy. Klagenfurt away. Don't think he's a 5th man, is he? Maybe we've not got any other choice. Yeah. Fine. Wurik. And then we can go into this team and we can put in the Shoitani. Oh yeah. and the Guzan. So go 3 classics. If I said 2, it's fine by me. Classic Charlie. So you fancy Guzan over Walter? Okay, fair enough. Makes sense. You need to go with who you know is playing. I just don't like that fixture, but if this guy's got 8-8 off of being in a bad team, which I think he does, just goals conceded and stuff like that, no clean sheet bonus can maybe hold him back. But you can rip a bunch of 8-8 clearances and whatever else he's getting there. Yeah, these are just the last guys, isn't it? I never mentioned Guzan. It's just Guzan, isn't it? Basically. Your actual 5th man here is kind of hard. I'd maybe take Arias on the hunch he does alright, but maybe just put this Patrick in just as safety. Awesome, guys. I'm going to love yous and leave yous. It's been a great members show today. We'll be back tomorrow to do gallery reviews. So we've already got a few that were left over from last week's stream. So when we get stuck straight into it, I'll just pick up with those guys. And yeah, 2.5 hours on this one for sure. I'm sure it's not going to be shorter when we come back tomorrow. So thanks very much. Good luck for the rest of this midweek. And yeah, stay tuned for more. Stay out of trouble. And I'll catch you on the next one.